Welcome to another video from the tomb of illumination in regards to our flat plane Earth, our flat realm. Is a donut or a torus field, or in the Bible it's described as the bread. Eat from the bread is eating from the earthly energy, the earthly system. It's like we live in a brain. Have you heard that before? Two hemispheres. It's like the human brain. So today's video is about why they make you think you live on a globe, a spinning ball, as opposed to a flat plane of inertia. So what you need to understand is Earth is fixed and stationary because it's from the hole. What's a hole? Well, the hole is the center of the center of the vortex of creation. There's all this action around it, spinning from the four winds that create the spin. Hot and cold, convection creates a spin in the Arctic center. It's unseen, of course. It's outside of our realm, deep in the center of the Arctic, we cannot get to. And at the center of the black hole, there's no action, there's nothing going on. But an image has come out of that, and that image, or a realm has come out of that, and that realm is Earth. That's why it's fixed and stationary. It's written. All the ancients knew the physics. Common man of today are deluded. So it's fixed and stationary, but all the action's around the horizon. This is why we see all the stars and everything move around it. Basically like this. Because they're moving in the shape of an S-curve that winds up and down from in the center of that vortex. Long story, but check out my earlier videos. But today's video, I'm going to show you, quite simply, how the system works on our flat Earth. Now, there's two hemispheres. There's a northern hemisphere. If you don't understand this, you can't comprehend it if you just come into my videos, at this minute. You need to go back and understand reality before you really connect with what's going on here. But we have two hemispheres. The centre north, it all expands out because it's the toroidal field. It's a lobe for, it's bread expanding out. Leavened bread expands. There's the northern hemisphere. As we move south, we expand with the field. Everything is relative to the observer, so everything expanding with us, with the aeroplane, with the boat, with whatever you're on or in, is all expanding as you move south, because everything is of the light. Walter Russell told us this. Tesla told us this. Nothing is actually physical. You've got to get your head around that. So, if you're in the northern hemisphere, let's say you're standing somewhere here, say halfway, say you're 45 degrees or something or other, north, you're going to see your earthly realm is going to appear like this. You're there. And this is what they call man's arc of horizon. Every man stands within his arc of horizon. Every man stands 90 degrees to his zenith, and all the light comes to him perpendicular off that arc. He only sees so far. That's what he'll be seeing. And if someone's in the south, this is what he'll be seeing. That's his cycle, and that's his cycle. So but they're separated by the tropical gap. So let's just do them a bit bigger. There's the northern hemisphere, and here's the southern hemisphere. But in reality, the southern hemisphere is way bigger than the centre northern hemisphere, just as you can see there, because due to the expansion of the southern field. And this is the motion, the cycles. Let's just go with the sun or the moon, shall we? The sun will come out of the centre north. The actual sun is back here, right in the centre Arctic. That's the real plasma sun that we do not see, but it sends its projected image out into our realm, into our electromagnetic field, which is of the light. So the sun will come out like this on this cycle around this person. Has it got the guy standing in here in the centre? The sun will move all the way around. This is east and west. You only see so far because of his arc of horizon. Let's say east and west. So you can't see right back around this side. You'll only sort of see half because that's his 12-hour day. 24 is the whole cycle. So let's say this is the day. The sun will eventually come out from his eastern horizon, move across his arc of horizon and go down on the horizon. Down on the horizon. Not under the horizon or down from there. That's just gone out of his perspective. Okay, so he sees the sun coming around like this. But in the northern hemisphere, in their June solstice, they will see the sun travel that much further around this way. And they will see it come up further from the east around this way. So this north is south, which is more proof that this is the cycle everything takes, because it's inside the vortex, the centre vortex here, the big S curve, moves up like this, and then down again, down, up and down over 24 hours. So that's the way it works, right? So, and for this guy down here in the south, he's mirrored from the north. So anywhere from the north, he's mirrored out here. He can be, one of these would be anywhere around here, depending on where the man stands. He will have one of these. That's his cycle. That's on his meridian. That's all he sees. He only sees so far. This is his cycle. Because every man has his own view, the science tells you that you live on a ball because of this one arc of horizon. This one cycle everything takes. So he will see the sun come this way. This is his east, his west, his south. So the sun actually comes around like this. So that's his daytime. You'll see it go like that. So look, that's lateral, but we see everything come over us vertically. Because basically this is creation, it's lateral. But in creation, I mean the created, we see it vertical, coming up and over. This is going out, comes into your, you could consider this as your peripheral, and then goes out of your peripheral. This is why you lose bottom up first on a ship. Because it's disappearing. Just this, take a sphere, say, put a ball here and go this way. What's happening? It's disappearing that far side first, the bottom up. So this is what's happening in our cycle, in our flat earth realm. So, anyway, in the southern, the June solstice, okay, so it's our winter down here in the south, we can actually see the moon just about do a full cycle. I can see that the full moon disappear almost dead south in the morning. So about 10 o'clock, say 10 a.m. 10 a.m. There's a full moon. Okay? So 10 a.m. full moon, that means the sun is about here. There's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. So 10, so the sun's here. Now what's happening here? Well, there's the sun cycle. If you follow this, the sun came out and around here like that. So if the moon is around here on this side of the cycle, then it's opposite, it's in behind the sun. because the moon is coming in like this, it's going to follow in behind the sun. And this is exactly what the flat earth system is, our realm. So this is the ecliptic plane, say, and there's the black hole, there's the sun on its horizon, and it shines this way. Full moon is out here. New moon is in here, right on its face, in the light of the sun. Full moon is around here, until the sun eventually turns and catches up. The moon's obviously moving at the same time, but the sun is quickest. It's in the centre here with the most energy in the ecliptic plane. It'll catch up. So when it catches up, bingo, it's now that has moved in. As the sun comes around, the moon gradually starts creeping back in, and that's where the sun catches it, and you lose sight of it because the sun dissolves the moon in a new moon phase. But the sun will be directly this way when the full moon is behind it. That's where it is there. It's 100% proof. Anybody can go out and look at this if you're in the southern hemisphere. There's the cycle. We know it does the cycle. We can see the sun come right round this way in the December solstice. You know, this is one of the questions the globies ask you. How come the sun is so much further south east when it rises, or goes down southwest? Well, there's the cycle. That explains it all. And so this is the southern hemisphere. Where's the sun in the northern hemisphere then? You guessed it. I hope so. Right there. How can the moon be in the southern hemisphere way down there in the south and be way up there in the north? No globie can explain that, because the sun here in the south will be the sun here in the north. Because, I've ruined this. Let's go up here, work up this way. The sun travels out this way at the same time as it's travelling in this way from the south. It's mirrored. Okay, so as the sun swings around here, the sun will swing around here from the north. There they are. And the sun is tucked into the Milky Way, so obviously the two Milky Ways are going to line up. There's a long story, but at a certain time of the year, the holy season, the Milky Ways will come around and actually line up bang on. That's called man's hour, if the full moon is in there as well. Either full or new. New will be a full solar eclipse, or a solar eclipse, and full moon will be a full moon is just the well, it's the awakening. A long story. It's back in my other videos, but both are in the Milky Way. It's either new moon here or full moon. That is the Milky Way. The two hemispheres are lining up. Okay? So there's the cycle, everybody. Because you see this, every man sees this image, no matter where he is on the earth, because he's on his own meridian. Every man is on one meridian, north to south. It all comes out from the centre. It's like a clock. Every man is out here, all mirrored from the centre point, all projections from the centre. Arctic. All the ancients knew about that. So there you have it, guys. Check that out. Ask someone in the south to check out the full moon at the June solstice next year. Or check out the sun, how far they can see the sun go down in the December solstice. But there's the mirrored effect, okay? They're both coming in like this, and then they all shoot off this way together. It'll go around like that, and it'll go around like that. The best way to understand all this is celestial navigation, star trail photography, or time lapse. Star trail towards the celestial equator. specifically when Orion's belt's coming through, because you can use that as a reference point. You'll notice how straight that is. Okay, it'll be straight, but you see the star rotations warp away like this. It just warps away because this whole image, the stars don't stay there. They start wandering all the way around the centre north. So it's always warping away. But you'll always have a star trail circle there, because that's your arc of horizon. That's all you see. But if you want to track one of these stars in this rotation, it will start drifting off like this, because it goes all the way around the north to loop and come back out again. These ones do something similar, but they're not. They're staying in that position, but they're winding down and out, down and in, up and out in this cycle. So they don't appear to stay in a full 360 either, or even a 12-hour cycle on a star trail, because they're winding down and in, disappearing. More stars are coming out as they come up or down. But this southern field, they drift around, moves all the way around the northern hemisphere, because this is mirrored from the north. So as the northern hemisphere turns, the southern hemisphere does one big rotation around it. It turns once, this cycle, one cycle all the way around to back to where it started. Cannot be debunked. No scientist has come up with anything. They can't come up with an argument with me against whatever I'm saying. I know the whole model. So this is more logical than thinking you're living on a flippin' stupid spinning ball, don't you think? No, the globies don't think. But for flat earthers who have a bit of a brain, you can appreciate this. Man's arc of horizon. The ancient Egyptians told us about it. That's where the phrase came from. Man's arc of horizon. They also gave us the phrase, the sun is seen in many places, but only seen in one. In other words, the sun is all over the place, but man only sees one image, one projected image within his arc of horizon as a focal point in the firmament due to the light spectrum. It's all about light. Okay? That's all I had to show in this video, just to explain that. 2 hemispheres, depending on where you are in latitude, as to how much of these rotations you'll see. One important factor is, what was that? So I'm seeing that moon way down there in the south, from 36 to 37 minus south. Looking, I'm already there, looking south. You can hardly tell. You can hardly say that's up in the ecliptic plane of the celestial tropical gap or ecliptic plane that's supposed to be in the centre of the spinning ball realm. The globe, there, supposed to be in there, isn't it? Ecliptic plane? Hardly. Look, south. I'm already 37 degrees south, and I'm still looking to the far south. I've got a compass. I had it there. It's almost bang on. I saw it just about almost perfectly south at about this time in the morning. June solstice. June solstice, and that's when our sun is furthest north. Furthest north. Southern hemisphere, June. Sun way up that end. So in declination it starts drifting back this way. Walking on water, as they say. As it goes across the horizon, reduces back towards the south during the southern summer. Okay, so there's no arguments. I'm already there, and I'm still seeing far to the south. There's the moon. It's not up here in the ecliptic plane, is it? No. No. We're all fooled. This is the magical zone, the tropical gap, and the sun's image is manifested in here, pretty well created in here, because the end of the Milky Way goes into there. Because the Milky Way comes from here over to the real sun, the unseen, but we see the image at this end of the Milky Way. But we don't see it there, we only see it in man's arc of horizon. He's way down here. He'll see his image whatever time of the day it is. It'll be imprinted here because he has his own firmament where he sees through the light spectrum, and that is manifested in his firmament. It goes around the flat earth. It's projected around over 24 hours. It's just moving like this, so it'll come up and over his arc of horizon. Because creation's flat, but we see everything like this, don't we? Perpendicular. Just like magnetism and electrical current. Perpendicular. All the physics we know on Earth, what we know down here in the physical world is all replicated from creation. So you can take all of creation and replicate it down here, we already have, and it just goes to explain that we are living in the moment of creation. We are living in that moment. Don't think beyond that. Don't start thinking, oh, why is the sun moving and all that. It gets a bit complicated, but we are living in the moment of creation. Trust me. That's all it was today. What are we going to call this video? I don't know, I'll think about it. There's the two sun and lemmas toe to toe. So when the two suns line up at this point here, toe to toe, it'll be the two Milky Ways lining up. But check out my earlier videos, guys, and think about joining Patreon. You might get some more, you get a lot more information there. Cheers, thanks for watching.